Bawib Grana Weep Ninibon, I have summoned you here for a reason.
Nobody summons Megatron.
Shut up, Megatron. Nobody's talking to you. It's not about you always. Okay, we're here to talk about Unicron, the toy. I hope that wasn't so crazy. But yes, okay, so the Choas Bringer, we saw him. I'm laughing way too hard at my own joke. Okay, Hasbro, HasLabs announced a Unicron toy for the first time since like Armada. We've got a whole bunch of repaints. In fact, I got one sitting back there. It was the 25th anniversary in the G1 colors, or whatever. This is the first time. This guy is big news. Okay, let me.
I can't deal with that now.
Okay, I forgot to come off of the soundboard, and Ultra Magnus can't deal with it right now, so that's actually perfect. So, but yeah, so they put out this little bit of art here, and you probably saw a little bit of this on the thumbnail, and I think this looks really great. You know, it's a good shot of Unicron there, and the background is very reminiscent of when he turned Megatron into Galvatron, and Cyclonus and Scourge and stuff like that. But let's go step through. Now, if you go over to the Hasbro Pulse website, you'll see the link for Unicron. You can go see all these images. This is where I got pretty much all these. There's also a video in there. I did some screen grabs from that video. It's actually pretty cool to see it in motion, some of these things. But I thought this was pretty cool, seeing a little bit of the work, the thought process going through. So this sketch here is pretty cool, so you can go get that. Chris Taylor saying, I hope he lights up. I did hear that there's going to be some LEDs in there, so I think at least his eyes are going to light up. So very cool. So from that sketch, they went to a more colored sketch, and already this guy looks imposing. I mean, this looks like it was pulled straight from the cartoon almost. Like one of the character concepts even, I think, that they were doing in there. And you can tell I'm excited because I am talking fast. And, so they moved on to the renders. So here is a render without a lot of the details in there, because you can see the chest is kind of a little plain or whatever. But I'm not sure what all the different little highlighted bits were meant to be, but I'm sure it meant something to the people doing it. So there he is, and kind of a big spread of him. And then they made a prototype, again, without all the details. They just 3D printed, basically. They've got a huge 3D printing machine. I saw something a while back. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they can do rapid prototyping. They can just 3D print. Oh, no, I don't like that. They go tweak it a little bit and then print another one, and then they're right back to it. They don't even have to do any of the tooling for mass production to get these prototypes. So this is like a very simple prototype, but already you can see just how awesome this guy is going to be. And so they went ahead and stood this prototype up against Titan's Return Fortress Maximus, and look at this guy. One of the things that people are complaining about, oh, it's only 27 inches. Why is he so much money? It's look at him. It's not just 4 inches. Yes, he's 4 inches tall, but he's super wide. I mean, Fortress Maximus, if you've had him or seen him, he is a big transformer, and he is dwarfed by Unicron. This guy is humongous. He's amazing. He's supposed to be almost 20 pounds. Guys, 20 pounds. This guy's going to be insane. He is not going to ever be on the shelf behind me because he won't handle it, because the shelf won't handle it. I don't think it's even big enough to hold him anyway, but it's amazing. Look at how big that guy is. Oh, I mean, and then here's his alt mode. Can you imagine that whole big mess somehow turns into a perfect sphere with the ring around it, and it is actually on a stand so that you can hold it up. Now, this figure, if you look at this, let's go back over to the camera. So here's the only Unicron we've had before. If you kind of look at it from this way, it actually looks pretty good. But if we turn him around, he is not even a perfect half sphere. The backside is even worse. So this is the best Unicron we've had to date, and he's really only good from like 1/4 of a view. So this deal is actually pretty cool, where he's kind of got the jaws, but the new one coming is even better. And but I mean, this is, don't get me wrong, I like this toy. I'm happy to have this toy, and he looks great in alt mode or robot mode. But he doesn't hold a candle to this. This is crazy. It's amazing. And then there's the backside. Again, perfect sphere with like spikes and other stuff. And Devin PV saying Kibble City. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I got some pictures of that too. Okay, so these are like the official product shots. I believe this is a painted prototype of him. And so apparently the eyes actually move and the mouth opens, and they say there's articulation in the teeth. My guess on that is probably so you can actually close the mouth with it, because if the teeth are out like that, you couldn't actually fully close the mouth. My guess is they're kind of spring-loaded so that you could actually fully close the mouth. But and here's a shot of the toy in like full hero pose glory. Looks great. There's the colored toy on the stand. That's just amazing. Could you imagine just setting that? I almost want two, just to have one in alt mode and one in robot mode. I'm not, I can't afford to, but I think it would be great, and I would not doubt or put down anybody who would want to, because I'm not sure which one's a better mode to have them in. So there's a close-up of the maw. The little claw thing like I showed there, where you could push the tube, you know, just kind of have it closed. This is so much cooler because all those little jaws in there actually open and close. You turn that little ring around it, like here, so you can see they're open, and if you turn the ring, they actually close. This is actually from the video, so you can actually see the person go and turn that ring and open and close those jaws. That is so cool. And again, look at the hand. Look at the size of that hand on that person. Imagine your hand against this thing. This thing's going to be immense. Absolutely immense. Transformers fan number 1 is joining the stream. Good to see you, buddy. We're just going over how excited I am for this new Unicron toy, and man, so cool, so cool. All right, so yeah, so there's the maw. Definitely go, even if you're not interested in it, go over there and watch that video, or I'm sure one of the news sites or whatever probably got it posted up there. Maybe they have a, I think there's a GIF going around where somebody got this, because that's how cool it is. Oh man, I can't believe it. It's just so great. And now look at him compared to Siege Optimus Prime. That is Siege Optimus Prime there. And that's a Voyager class figure. That's a pretty standard Voyager class figure. I thought I had him out here on the desk, but now he's off somewhere else, chilling. But oh my god, this guy is huge! Huge! How much will it cost? You know, I don't think I put up a slide of that, but it's $574. They do add on tax. I believe standard shipping, if you're in the United States, at least for me, it was free shipping, because, you know, free shipping over $50. Well, this guy is way over $50, including tax and everything. He was about $615, and I guess I just admitted that yes, indeed, I am in on this guy. I have pre-ordered one, and I will be happy when Hasbro comes and pulls that money out of my account on August 31st, because that is so cool. I can't wait for this guy. And look at him. Now you shall witness his dismemberment. Another great thing about these, and I didn't grab any of them for the stream, is all of the memes out there. They've got the shot of this guy, I think, from the you know, your wallet. You know, I was planning on sparing your wallets. Now you shall witness its dismemberment. Definitely go check out. If you're not on the Facebook fan pages and stuff like that, go check out these Unicron memes. They are so hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so just in, this is also from Striker Wang that we saw from the SDCC earlier, which, if you're watching the Unicron video, it was in my live stream over there, which is where we're doing this live. But he shared some pictures of this guy from San Diego Comic-Con on Twitter. So they actually built this guy. They've got him there encased in glass at San Diego Comic-Con for people to go gawk at. And so yeah, that's crazy. Look at that. And there it is, also in alt mode, and that's, oh my goodness, that is, I can't, there's no words about how great this is. Now, I totally get, not everybody's going to be able to afford that, you know, I get it, and but and there's criticisms about why is it crowdfunded, and I think that's wise because they know not everybody's going to be able to afford it. I mean, look, take Trypticon for example, the Titan class, which everybody has said we really want Trypticon. They put out a Trypticon, they put it to retail for like $150, which is like the standard for the Titan class size, and I think the stores like Walmart's and Target's, they just didn't buy it and put it on the shelves. I never saw a Trypticon on a shelf except at Ollie's. So nobody bought it. So it ended up going deep discount on all these discount stores, and they don't want to do that with this guy. And so none of the stores would ever buy something this big. Even if they were, they might be able to reduce the price a little bit, but he'd probably still be like $300. I think the general public, the mass retail public who generally buys Transformers figures, still probably wouldn't pay $300 or $350 for this guy. So it's unusual, but it's not the first time that a company's done this. In fact, I think Hasbro themselves, I hear it was a year or 2 years ago, did for Star Wars did a Jabba sail barge or something, which actually did pretty good about it. They did pretty good. They reached their goals, and people spent a ton of money on that. It was huge, and everything that I've heard, people love that thing. And in fact, they're doing something for the Sesame Street fans. There's a Cookie Monster out there. In fact, one of the memes about Unicron involves Cookie Monster, and I think that's actually pretty full too. So yeah, Brayshawn Baker's saying Trypticon for $69.99. Big Bron's been saying, yeah, the cold reality of it is, you got supply and demand. So yeah, so many people say they want things, but they don't open their wallets. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's why this is probably too much of a risk for Hasbro to kind of just put out there to lose a boatload on. So they figured they'd put it out there. Everybody says, hey, talk with your wallets. If you want the companies to make changes or whatever, you go talk with your wallets. So that's what they're doing. They put it out of the crowdfunding and said, hey, do you guys want this? Tell us with your wallets. And last I checked, somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 or 1,300 people out of the 8,000 minimum that they need talked with their wallets, because they're progressing along, and they've still got almost 2 months to go. I'm pretty sure they're going to hit that 8,000 minimum. So a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, it's limited to 8,000. No, it's not limited to 8,000. If 500,000 people show up and talk with their wallets and say they want this guy, they'll make 500,000 of them. I'm exaggerating, of course. In fact, I got a soundbite for that.
You exaggerate.
So I should have thought of that. But I mean, if 10,000 people go and talk with their wallet and say they want this, they're going to make 9,000 or 10,000. It's not limited to 8,000, but it's a minimum of 8,000. If only 3,000 people go and say they want it, then they probably won't do it. So definitely, if you guys want it, you've got like until August 31st to get out there and put down the money. So start looking under your sofa cushions, count your change. Maybe put aside. I had to go find the money. I didn't have it just laying around. I decided that I could wait another year for a sprinkler system at my house, but I gotta get this guy. Darn it! I didn't move off of the soundboard again. So we got a little Super Mario sound effect there. Oh, I really gotta work on paying attention to that. Okay, so somebody talked about kibble. Yes. So here's the backpack, and you can see in the legs and the kibble and stuff like that. Yes, absolutely. This kind of looks terrible from this mode, but it's what I always say to anybody who complains about the back and stuff like that. Okay, Devin said he's the one who said that. A lot of people complain, oh, look at the kibble, look at the backpack hanging off of there, he looks terrible from the back. And what I say to this is what I always say: I'm not going to display this guy facing the wall. All of this stuff that may be unacceptable, and yes, I agree. If this is what he looked like from the front, yeah, forget it. No, but I'm not going to be seeing this view because I'm not going to be facing that. That's going to be against the wall. So that's what I'm. That's my thought on anything with a bad backpack. A lot of figures look terrible from the back because they're not designed to look good from the back. And Big Bronze Rim saying it's relatively clean for a round planet. Yes, this is the sacrifice you have to have for having that alt mode look so absolutely perfect. In reality, you do have to deal with the reality of plastics. Transformers in the animation cheats a lot, especially in G1. They cheat a lot. I mean, there's the whole mass shifting thing. How can Megatron be a 35-foot tall robot and then turn into a human-sized handgun? You can't do that in reality. How does Optimus Prime's trailer just kind of disappear? Oh yeah, subspace pocket. Okay, that's not reality. That trailer has to go somewhere. How do you turn a perfectly round planet into a robot? He's got to have a shell. There's no other way around it. So this is what you get when you have to deal with reality, and you can't just cheat in a cartoon. Okay, so now here's the backside of and on a good note, the backside of the alt mode. Just if you want perfection, get this guy to display him as a planet, because I don't see any flaws in that planet. Yeah, sure, there's panel lines because there's panels, but yeah, this guy is just, he is an absolute must-have. I am on board. Are you on board? Let me know in the chat or in the comments. Let's get back over here, and we're going to go ahead and end the recording. If you're in the stream will continue for a little bit, but for everybody who's watching the Unicron video, thank you so much. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.